There's Brian Daboll, Giants head coach, speaking to the media after another disappointing loss.
What bothered you most about what just happened that day?
Well, we didn't play a complimentary football game, so turned the football over. Had some opportunities, but didn't score any points. Didn't get the job done. So.
What do you believe contributed to the protection breakdowns?
Probably a little bit of everything. You know, had some longer routes at times. Got beat at times, reads at times, calls at times. I'd say kind of collection of everything.
What were you trying to show Daniel on the interception? The cameras caught you showing the tablet to him.
I was trying to show him, kind of see what he thought, and then kind of tell him what I saw.
Didn't look like you were too happy because you kind of tossed the tablet as you walked away. I mean, what was supposed to happen on that route? Was it?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into particulars of it. Just we didn't get the job done.
What did you want him to do on that play?
Yeah, well, obviously not throw an interception. So.
How does a night like this happen? I mean, did you see any signs during practice this week where you had to?
Had a good week, Kim. No, had a good week. You know, again, I thought, defensively we did a lot of good things. Didn't get the job done. I had too many penalties on special teams and didn't score on offense. So, got to figure out a way to make that better.
I mean, how hamstrung do you feel with the way the offensive line is playing? I mean, it seems like Daniel.
Yeah, no excuses. I got to do a better job.
Do you feel like if you let Daniel down with how you didn't protect him tonight?
Yeah, I'd just say overall, Pat, offensively wasn't good enough from any standpoint.
We've talked a lot about the play calling, and you've said the process has remained the same.
Yeah.
You guys are averaging 5 points per game. Aside from you removed that Cardinals game, do you think the process needs to change at this point?
Well, I'd say we got to do better. We'll keep working at it. Confident in the guys we have, and got to do a better job of it.
What do you make of the special teams?
Too many penalties. Yeah, dropped the first punt. What, 6, 7 penalties? 6. Yeah. So, again, really nothing good enough. Got to do a better job, and that starts with me.
What do you think of like the after the whistle stuff? Brightwell, Leonard getting into it. We saw some of that last week with Trent.
Yeah, certainly not something we want to do, Pat. You talk about it, you coach it, and ultimately they got to go out there and do it in the heat of the moment. So we'll work on that to fix it.
What did you tell the guys in the locker room after?
Yeah, I'll keep that between us, but obviously got to do a lot better.
Hey, Brian, this is the second game you've had at home where at the end of the game it's visiting fans are just having they own the place. I mean, are you getting worried you might lose your fans?
Yeah, I'd be upset too if I was a fan. So there's a lot of things we got to do better, and that's what we'll try to do.
Do you feel like this season is starting to spiral a little bit on you guys?
Yeah, it's the first quarter of the season. There's a long way to go, but certainly a lot of things we got to do better.
Brian, do you have enough of a handle on what exactly is wrong to be able to confidently say you have a plan to fix it in time for next week?
I have a lot of confidence in the guys in the room. I know the results haven't shown up. We took some pretty bad beatings, but you own it, you move on, and I got a lot of confidence in the players and the coaches, and we got to do a better job.
Brian, this team made the playoffs a year ago, and I know every year is different.
Every year is different.
How do you explain just the first quarter of this season?
I'd say every year is different. We're not playing well right now, not coaching well right now, so got to do a lot better.
Late in the first half, you ran the ball on 3rd and 11. The fans clearly didn't like that.
Yeah, it was a miscommunication.
Play call, you mean?
It was not. No, it was a miscommunication. Daniel thought he heard something, one thing, and it was another thing, and miscommunication.
So you wanted to attack with a pass there?
Throw? Yeah.
Dave, do you think changes are needed? Do you have guys? Are you trusting the right players, coaches? I mean, do you have to kind of search a little bit with that now?
No, I think we haven't played well, Kim, so we got a lot of work to do, and that's what we'll do.
But you don't anticipate making any changes?
No. In what regard?
staff, personnel on game days, anything
No.
along those lines?
Do you think the decision to go on 4th down after you guys got stopped in the first half really turned things around?
On the first drive?
When you guys got stuffed on the push play?
And it did what?
When you guys got stuffed on the push play?
I know. What was the question? I'm sorry.
I was saying that, do you think that really turned things around because of the inefficiency to get something going in the first half?
No. I'd go for it again if we were in that situation.
Right, what do you say to Daniel after a night like tonight? How does she shake something like this off?
Yeah, that's we had a tough game, all of us. So I got to do a better job of trying to help them.
You say it's the first quarter of the season, but how eye-opening is it to you? I mean, you're not just losing games, you lost by 40, 18, and 20.
I know the scores, Jordan. I got you. Yeah, not good. So a lot of work that needs to be done.
Brian, what gives you the confidence that you guys can turn this around? I mean, you seem very confident in terms of what you...
Well, I mean, when you're in this position, you have to, you tell it like it is, and you got to move on and get ready for the next week. Again, last week has nothing to do with this week. You can't focus on the stuff that happened in the past. You got to learn from them and obviously do better. We got to play better and coach better on game day. That's what we need to do.
What was the decision to put Adoree back at punter tighter? Whose decision was that?
Yeah, I dropped that first punt, and I felt comfortable with Adoree back there, catching it, handling the ball. He was a good punter.
That's it.